I'm very happy to be here on this celebration of the collaborative power of the partnerships that strengthen housing security in our community and region. I want to thank Mary Morgan. Thank you for your words and leadership. Tatiana as well. Thank you very much for those words and the story. Tina Peterson, Efrat Pfefferman, Beverly Callender Anderson, thank you. City Council, thank you. Monroe County Government, many fine folks from United Way of Monroe County Community Foundation, South Central Housing Network, Heading Home Advisory Group, City of Bloomington employees, some here I know, working to address housing insecurity. There are lots of groups and organizations to thank, so feel it. And we're really very appreciative of how the whole community works on this. As we gather at this place that holds memories of Bloomington's past, I do want to acknowledge a fuller past and recognize and honor the Miami, Delaware, Potawatomi, and Shawnee people on whose ancestral homelands and resources Bloomington is built, as well as people of color whose lives and labor were extracted by force. Housing insecurity ripples through a community. Community impacts are felt all over in physical and mental health facilities, hospitals and doctors' offices, rental properties, businesses, nonprofits, churches, social service agencies, mosques, synagogues, in public spaces and in schools and in daycares, front porches, jails, prisons, park benches, grocery stores, bus stations. Our whole community suffers when housing insecurity persists. And of course, housing insecurity most directly ripples and affects families and individuals one at a time. Keeping a family safe and healthy, meeting life's everyday common challenges can be overwhelming for any of us if and when we face housing security. Keeping a job, getting an education, maintaining mental, physical health, raising our kids, affording groceries, medications, entertainment, quality of life. We as a community do and need to rally around some of our simultaneously most vulnerable and most promising members, just as we need to rally around all of us. We in the city have supported and preserved more than 1,100 new units of affordable housing in the past 6 years. That's an unprecedented rate for our community, and it has helped hundreds of families and individuals, including many who were formerly homeless or experiencing substance use disorder or disability or severe housing pressures. I want to thank the City Council and so many partners who make that difference. And thanks for passing the local income tax earlier this year, which is providing $1 million per year going forward in new funding for housing investments. And also I want to thank the Biden-Harris administration and Congress for their Herculean efforts with the American Rescue Plan Act and more. That would not have happened without them. But all that is still not enough, we know. And the pandemic, Mary, as you mentioned, or Efrat has mentioned, I think, surely taught us this lesson very well. That disaster with no roadmap made us navigate public health, our economy, and our way forward. I believe we came together beautifully as a community and responded to dire community needs, including at the height of COVID, basic needs for food, shelter, health and safety, childcare, and more. The pandemic exposed many ongoing vulnerabilities in our community for our residents, including housing, and increased stress within our housing market. I vividly recall calling Tina and Efrat in December 2020 to talk about many of these housing challenges and asking whether you, would agree together to lead a new effort to create a group of funders and providers and individuals dealing with housing insecurity, to build some common goals and approaches focused on solutions to advance housing security, to prevent homelessness in the first place, and ensure that if it does occur, as we note, it is brief, rare, and non-repeating. And so was born, Tina and Efrat, the Housing Insecurity Working Group. And I do want you to join me in thanking Efrat and Tina for grabbing hold of this challenge and leading this effort. Thank you. You led a powerful collection of allies for nearly 2 years now, bringing us to today. And building on the work during the pandemic and the earlier plan, and with wide community involvement and support from many of you here, that working group launched the Heading Home 2021 plan, addressing many contributing factors to housing insecurity, financial, legal issues, emotional, physical, mental health, and others. The plan embraces the concept of housing first, removing barriers and quickly, successfully connecting families and individuals to permanent housing. The Heading Home Coalition, focused on Monroe and 5 surrounding counties, became the first Indiana community to join the Built for Zero movement to decrease homelessness. And this national network I know you've heard about and will hear about, the 100 communities working to end homelessness equitably, measurably, period. As you heard, the city is committed to and has invested in this really important work. In addition to $1.2 million initially committed through our Recover Forward program, we dedicated an additional $1.5 million to fight housing insecurity this year. I know you'll hear shortly from the county, Penny Giddens, which also stepped up with significant financial support. This Heading Home initiative is an example of what is best about our community. It is people of goodwill and mission coming together to improve our community. It is wholly consistent with Bloomington's character as a place aspiring to be a welcoming and safe community where everyone can thrive and belong. Housing brings safety. Having a place to call home within a city that is home lets our residents participate fully in life, in community building, in creating our shared future of climate resilience, high quality of life, and optimism. Congratulations to all, and onward we go, building for zero and heading home for all. Thank you very much, and thanks for what you do.
Thank you. Thanks.